Fred and Francine never let us down. They are wonderful people. From day one, Fred said, we're here with you till the end. And here they still stand.
I don't think it's the end yet.
No, it's not.
Well, I'm going to be brief. Francine said most of what I wanted to say, and Darren said a whole lot of what I wanted to say, so I'll just say a few things. You know, I met James and Rita in 1998, and I tell this story, and he doesn't mind me telling it because it's true, and it was funny. There was an old couple that were about my age, our age then, and they had been working on James in particularly to come to church for a long time. And I called him Maytag because he didn't do anything, teasingly. The Maytag repairman, you know, he has nothing to do. He's retired. But anyway, he eventually, and he called James Boy. And he'd say, boy this and boy that, and they got James to come, and Francine and I are sitting over there about where James is sitting, and James was sitting right in here, and I looked over there and I saw this guy, and I thought, my God, if you ever seen that cartoon character Skeletor, that's what he looked like. He was so skinny from doing drugs for so long. I think he weighed about 140 pounds. Now he weighs 100 pounds more than that, so you can imagine what he must have looked like. And long hair, and he was tweaking so bad that he looked like a mouse on a hot rock or something. He was just, you know, and his leg was shaking, and I'm looking over there and I'm looking at him, and I'm thinking, oh my God! I said, well, there's a jailhouse conversion that'll never last. And I was so wrong. I was so, you know, hey guys, we ain't always right, you know. So in case you haven't figured that out, sometimes first impressions aren't the real deal. So don't always go by your first impression of somebody. So, but anyway, long story short, like Francine said, we had a life group. He came over, we talked, and I immediately liked this guy. And what I liked about him was, and Pastor Rita, was that they were real. And they weren't putting on fronts. And I can tell people by their actions, not by what they say. I look more at what you do and not what you say. Because you can say all the right things. And you can fool people for a while. But what I saw was somebody who truly, you know, the Bible says, for whom much is forgiven, that person loves him the most. Okay? And I can say about these folks right here that they truly, truly care about people. And, you know, I've been to so many churches, well, not so many churches, but I've been to churches where if somebody who is different comes in, or somebody who has a dubious past or whatever, they ain't going to, you know, they don't run you off, but that you can tell you're not wanted there, and you can tell that they treat you differently. But these guys, the thing that drew me most towards them was that they actually believe in doing the stuff and getting out where the rubber meets the road. And you know, who did Jesus hang around with? Just like Darren said, it wasn't the wealthy upper crust people. He hung out with the people. And I want to tell you what, these folks have more patience with people than I ever thought about having. You know, they'll stay with you, stay with you, stay with you, stay with you, stay with you. And I do pretty good at that, but I have a cutoff point way earlier than theirs is. But anyway, we started going. I'm good. I'm terrible at dates and times, but I think we started going to church when they first opened the church out at on Sheridan. And I want to tell you something you may not know about them. For many, many years, they personally financed the church. They paid everything. Everything. And didn't start drawing a salary till just a short time ago, and it's not much of a salary, guys. Not for a workman who's worth his wages. But that's how much that they believed in their church and wanted to get it going. So I tell you this, and I've been telling you for a while now. If this ministry has blessed you, if this ministry, then you bless this ministry. And how can you do that? Well, you can do that by your giving, and you can do that by bringing people in. I'll say every person here, I know every person here knows someone who doesn't know the Lord. You have family members who doesn't know the Lord. You have a lot of friends who don't know the Lord, co-workers who don't know the Lord. James and Rita, in a short time, had there's about 1 million Johnsons. I know. How many Johnsons are there? 100,000? I don't know. Okay? And therefore, in a short time, every Johnson in Tulsa County was coming to church. Why? Because if God can change that dude right there, Amen. He can change anybody. Okay? And you know what? When people see the change in you, it makes a difference too. Not just what we say, guys, it's what we do. Anyway, I'm going to shut up. This is a worthy. Is it perfect, Lord? No. This isn't a perfect place. And if it was perfect, me coming here would make it imperfect. So always remember that. If you find a perfect church, don't join it because you'll ruin it. Right? Go someplace else. So anyway, having said that, I just encourage everybody to support this place, because you're not going to find very many places that do the stuff. A lot of people talk about doing the stuff, and but anyway, enough said. Love you guys.
Love